EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visiting team and our home team.
Chris Boswell set to kick
Mike
off.
Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here we go. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Let's get set.
Back to throw. Burrow. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Right 80.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his tight end. It's Strange. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of
A
26
big one
yards.
there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He finds Devontae Smith. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On the give, it's Hubbard. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Here we go.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs, and that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL, and the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
2nd and 10. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
I'm fine. Ready? Here we go.
They put Strange in motion. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and you can't do it a lot better than that.
York, good on the extra point. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Let go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Alec Pierce. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Go with him, go with him. 18 card. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. That's left side to Tucker. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Come on.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 15 on that game. That's enough for a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that will lead to a second down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Third and 10. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down.
Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Got it. Ready?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Go!
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That is hard, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get big yardage on the deep ball. 36 yards.
And a 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Algier running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Man in motion, heading left. Burrow, little shovel ahead to the receiver. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Gun. Cut.
To throw is Burrow. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
14. Our home team, nothing.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the set. Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Check out.
A give right up the middle to Henry. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Taken down at the 40.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
Now they'll set him to throw. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They'll run. It's Henry. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Marte Mapu getting in there to make the stop.
It's a gain of 3.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Ready up.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Get up. Go.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
Let's go. Get up.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go.
Man in motion is Smith. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. That inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Now, faking the give. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. It's a touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Jim DK. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now, Burrow. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
This one is caught by Reed. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And that will be a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Gun.
They go play action for Burrow. Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Complete to Devontae Smith. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, An incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Gain of 26 yards.
A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Burrow here on second down. The throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Gun.
Now, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They'll talk things over before third down.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Ready.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They face second down and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Ready, set.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's left side to Tucker. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. It is a big play on first down. It's a gain of 43 yards.
First and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
On the set.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught by the tight end. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Chris Boswell set to kick
They
off.
didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Tim Ray DK now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. It is a touchdown. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on, set. Okay.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And his guys are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 2, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
11-90. Here we go. Here.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken just shy of the goal line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
Brings up second.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go. Here. Ready.
We're going to go right back to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Goddard. 18 yards on the connection. That's enough for a first down.
That's good.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Mitchell. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
On the give, here's Henry. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task, forced the incomplete, Brings up 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, sometimes when you get all these big bodies in there and you're trying to find space, there's just no space to be had. Here, they try to go with their fullback, and he just runs into a wall of backs. Great job here by the defense. Critical 4th down stop.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hubbard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
On 2.
3rd and 11.
Let's get set.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready up. Get it. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He's inside the 40, down the sideline to the 20, and they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards for the touchdown. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
23.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On 1, ready?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1, ready?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
A run with Hubbard. Awkward-looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. The ball's out. And it's going to be a turnover, and the defense comes away with the ball.
And with all this talk about ball security.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 4.
Stop.
He'll toss it to the right side to Algier. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Xavier Woods there on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and a yard.
Gun. Stop.
They'll motion the slot man right.
180. 180. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. A gain of 16 yards. And that will be a first down.
That's another.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
On first and 10, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. This one is caught by Reed. And he will score! That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Makes the score.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get us all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Ready, ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
On the set.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. That's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
Here we go.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 10-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
They put Strange in motion. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no...
Oh, big hole left side. And he is gone. 76 yards. It's a touchdown. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Toss right side to Henry. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 20.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it up. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
39-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
We'll go again here with Algier. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one caught by Smith. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
It's a gain of 11.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Handoff, it's Algier. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
It was clear this offseason this was an area of emphasis. They wanted to continue to fortify the interior of this defensive line, and with this young player, they think they've got themselves a good one.
On 1, ready?
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll go right back to Algier. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Matt Milano on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's get set.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier.
Tyler Algier, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This from 34 yards. York's kick is good. And the visitors will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll start at the 4. A very good field position to start it. The return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, And that's
No
it.
gain on the play.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
They'll go again with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6.
Go! Ready, right?
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
180. 180.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Here we go.
2nd and 11.
Big 13. Big 13.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Here we go. Hey, can. Dot.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Here we go, here we go.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Dot.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. They get the victory here away from home to run their early season record to 2-0.